Etzler from the Churubusco Eagles. Man, last year was a good year, but you can improve on it. How do you do that?
Well, we lost a lot of kids from last year. We lost 18 seniors, so going into this year, we have a lot of people to replace and have a lot of figuring out to do as far as who's going to start in the different positions. So, had our camp last week. Judging from that, we definitely can say we need to get a whole lot better from this point to experience anything like we did last year.
Well, the one thing, obviously, that stood out last year was that amazing defense. Do you have a lot coming back from the defense at all?
Up front, is probably the biggest question mark. We need to find ourselves a couple of defensive tackles and a nose guard. We lost 3 pretty good ones from last year's team. We have some athleticism, we feel, behind the defensive line, but we're going to have to find a few kids to play up front.
Now, last year, you guys obviously competed in a conference with much bigger schools, and 7-1 in the conference last year. How much, I guess it's not disappointing at what happened last year, but how do you ride that momentum the rest of the way out?
Well, we feel because we play in a bigger conference and we'll play some 3 and 4A schools, when we get into sectional, hopefully we don't see things that we haven't as far as size and athleticism and things like that. So with some pretty good teams and some large teams in our conference, hopefully that prepares us pretty well for what we're going to see in the sectional.
Obviously, the season didn't get started out on a good note. You guys are going to play with a heavy heart this year. How's the team dealing with it?
Well, probably as well as to be expected. When we met with them, we try to explain. Listen, no one knows exactly how to deal with this, and Andy was a good friend to a lot of kids on the team, of course, and was a popular kid. Our kids are. We told them to be with each other. We kind of got back into weightlifting this week, and things have loosened up a little bit, which is good to see. We're going to have some hurdles to get over as far as being uncomfortable at practice and things like that. But, our kids have leaned on each other, which is what they need to do in a situation like this.
Yeah, I saw on the stat sheets, he was coming in as a quarterback, and with Amber leaving, was he going to fill that role?
He was competing with another kid for quarterback position. He was definitely going to start at cornerback for us on defense, and we were working to define his role and what it was going to be on offense. But leader, he's a great leader, good kid, great sense of humor. So because of that, he was liked by a lot of kids and a lot of people. And so, things are going a little difficult as could be assumed.
Is this one of those situations where maybe the kids can turn a tragedy into a triumph and maybe play in his honor? Because I'm sure he's obviously going to be on your mind every single game.
Well, hopefully, and because Andy had so many good attributes, you hope the way you honor him is take away from some of those good attributes. Do they play for him? I don't know. Hopefully, in some difficult times they can work a little bit harder, play a little bit harder, and that would probably be the best way to honor him.
Okay. What can we expect then from Churubusco football this year?
Well, we're going to have to get a whole lot better from this point going into our first game. So hopefully you'll see a good brand of football like we've done the past couple of years. Offensively, we have a few kids that we can share the football with like we had the last couple of years. Defensively, hopefully you can see some good hitting. We like to the last couple of years pride ourselves in how well we hit, and we have a few kids coming back that we feel are comfortable with doing that. But a lot of it, losing so many kids, we're going to have to figure out who fits in where, and we keep working hard. We should be okay.